Coach, starting the new season again.
Yeah.
We've got Incarnate Word on Monday. Just take us through your opening thoughts.
We're super excited about the season. I mean, I know I say that every year, but we've had a great summer. We've had a great preseason. I'm really excited about this team and just the depth that we have, the overall athleticism, and the hunger. You know, we've got great spots of leadership, and we've got some really hungry kids that want to come in and do some things that hasn't been done in this program in a long time. So it's exciting. It's time to tip it off and play somebody else, and I think our kids are really ready.
I know you rarely see this team in action, but what on paper right now that you see this team, what do you want this year's team's strength to be?
Yeah, we've got to be a good defensive basketball team. We've got the depth for that. We're athletic, we've got the length, and I think we've got people in every position that we can give different looks. So I've always been a defensive coach. I want to be a defensive coach. I want this program to be known for its defense because there's going to be nights that our offense isn't clicking, and so we've got to be able to still win basketball games. So I think this team has really bought into that. I think they really want to be a great defensive basketball team, and on the flip side, we can shoot the ball. Like, we can shoot it really well, and we've got a lot of kids that can do it. So I think we will hopefully be a high-scoring team as well, just because our defense will lead to some offense.
Trying to finish games, trying to limit those turnovers as well. How has this team really tried to work on that this offseason?
Yeah, we've done a lot of things. I mean, we've done a lot of things in boot camp. We've done a lot of things just in practice to simulate what it looks like when they're turning the basketball over. We obviously have instant consequences for that as well, but just making sure that they recognize it and that they see that it can definitely hurt us in the long run. And finishing games, finishing quarters, advancing in the Big 12, just any of those things, we've got to take care of the basketball. And so I think our guards are very well aware of that. We're more mature in every spot and a lot more experienced, and I think all the things that our returning guards went through last year has really helped them grow and understand how to value the basketball.
Would you just talk about the experience, what you have coming back? Because this is the most experienced team that you've had coming back since you started.
Yeah, so we do. We've got kids that played a lot of minutes last year. We were forced to play, at least 4 sophomores the majority of the season last year because of injuries. And we talked to them the entire time, the entire season last year about, this is going to pay off. It might not pay off until next season, but it's going to pay off, and it is. They're already seeing it. It's next season, and our kids that have been in this program have really done a great job of just setting our standard and making sure that the new kids are reaching the standard and staying with that. They are doing a really good job of holding each other accountable and just even receiving the coaching critique for themselves. I mean, you've just seen a lot of growth and maturity in this group, and they're hungry. They're really hungry, and I've loved watching them, and I've loved coaching them.
I know point guard was an issue for y'all last year, especially with Jasmine going down. So who do you see sort of filling that position?
Yeah, well, Danae Fritz, we definitely brought her here to do that for us, and she's got a lot of reps doing it. The great thing is that, Bailey got all those reps for us last year, and so now it's second nature to her a little bit. We're not playing her at the point guard. We're not really calling her the point guard, but she is a point guard on the floor, and she actually has the ball in her hands a lot. So that experience has certainly shown through. Also, Ivana is going to do a great job for us there as well, and Bird. We brought her in as a freshman, knowing that she could be a big point guard for us in the future, and she's getting some really good reps at that position as well.
And then the length of Jaylen Bristo. Talk about what she means to you.
Yeah, Jaylen has really developed just over the past couple of weeks that she's been here, just recently even, because I think she's really starting to see where our system fits her game. Whether it's in the press, whether it's obviously on defense, and even it's allowed her to play more than one position. But in our scrimmages, she's been extremely effective on the ball in our press and just getting deflections and getting extra opportunities for us to score the ball. So I think she's going to be a really special player.
And then Sarah Sonogo. I mean, she's like dripping with talent and potential, right?
She is, yeah, and she's a late surprise, right, for us. I think she's actually going to be the surprise of our team. Works extremely hard, really athletic, can run the floor, can defend at a high level, and she just gets better and better and more confident on offense every single day. In one of our scrimmages, she blocked a shot, recovered it, and went coast to coast, and all of us were kind of in shock, to watch a 5-player do that. And she does everything with a smile on her face, which is also really a great pleasure.
Coach, speaking on your returners real quick, who are you most excited for to hopefully take that next step?
I definitely would say Bailey, Jazzy, and Jordan Merritt. I think that those three kids logged a lot of minutes for us last year in some difficult situations and really took some hits and took a lot of criticism, you know, and I think that they have just really grown and matured and have stuck to this program. You know, they easily could have decided to leave in this day and age in the transfer portal, and they believe in the vision, they understand what we're trying to do, and they want to build a program, and I think that I'm really excited to see them get payoff. And I would throw Kyla Freelon and Jada Wynn in that as well. I mean, all 5 of those kids have just really bought in and had a great offseason for us.
But Jada has made the most strides in the offseason from last year. Would you say that? Or?
I think there's been a lot of kids, but I think Jada definitely took some personal challenges, you know, and really made herself a better athlete in the postseason or in the off season. And we've always known that she's been a great leader, and she's really smart, high IQ kid, and can shoot the basketball. But she's really bought into playing more than one position and wherever we need her. And now she's become more athletic as well.
And then Maya Pete, what will she bring to this team?
Maya gives us some physical strength inside. You know, she gives us a big that can run the floor and that can just compete. You know, she's definitely a presence inside and will be able to help us defend some bigger posts in the Big 12 when we get there.
Is there a point of emphasis in particular first week or two of the season?
Yeah, you know, I think ours is to really stick to what we've been working on and making sure that we're not playing down to the level of our competition, or that we're making sure that we're not making it about something else besides ourselves. We really need to make sure that that we are focused on defense, and that we're doing little things, and that we're playing incredibly hard, and then playing at the pace that we want to play at, which means that we're going to have to take care of the basketball because we do want to play at a faster pace. But I think just really stacking success from what we've done over the summer and the off season, because we've had a really good off season.
But Coach, mentally, how do you prepare for the season opener, and what is the mindset heading into this game like?
You know, I think we've taken the past couple of days to really focus in on Incarnate Word and trying to prep our kids on how to follow a scout, because we really have made the 2 scrimmages about us, and so we've been more specific in learning how to prep for a specific team. You know, I think Incarnate Word does a really good job at what they do, and they want to be methodical on offense. They want to slow you down. They want to keep you from having extra possessions, and that's going to be hard for us when we're wanting to play at a quicker pace. I've known Coach Dow for a long time, and he does a really, really good job, and he'll have his kids ready to play, and we got to make sure that we can calm our nerves, you know, from being the first game of the season, which is super exciting, but at the same time, we need to make sure that we go out and that we're focused and really focused on playing our game and really setting the tone for a great season.
And then last year, you guys beat Houston Christian University 79-34. Was the prep from last year any similar to this year?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, this is the same coaching staff, so they're going to have the same philosophy, so we will prep the same for both of those teams, but at the same time, you know, they have new players too, and we don't even know who they are. Sometimes you can't even find clips of them because they might be international or coming from a junior college or whatever the case may be, but the transfer portal makes it very difficult in these first couple of games of really scouting their opponent.
And then considering this is a doubleheader week with 2 games this week, how do you plan to handle minutes heading into it?
Yeah, you know, I really like our depth, and that's going to be a strength of ours. And so hopefully, you know, we'll be able to play a lot of kids in these first few games to play at the pace that we want to play at, to get in the shape that we want to get in, and just to see different lineups. So I think it's one of those situations where whether it was 2 games in 1 week or just that we're in the style of play that we want to play, right? We want to play a lot of kids, and hopefully they'll come in and do their job and get those minutes.
And in terms of growth and development, what would success look like in your eyes for the season?
Well, I mean, obviously, we want to definitely, you know, move up in the conference. I mean, we want to win Big 12 games, and we want to be a contender for that. We want to make the NCAA tournament and then make some noise in the tournament. I mean, this program is ready. This team is ready, finally, I think. And I think that, you know, anything short of making the NCAA tournament is not going to be a success in our eyes.
Coach, you mentioned Bird. How big of a role do you envision for her as a freshman?
Yeah, that's up to her. She's going to have to come in and compete every single day and take care of business on and off the court. She has the talent and the ability to be an impact player this year. She definitely could get some minutes. I hope that she will continue to grow and mature. She's really young, and because she's got the potential to be a great Lady Raider, and so I really hope that she continues to just grow every single day and take it in stride and figure out how to stack success for herself, for her own self.
What would you like to see from a Chol?
I want to see a Chol come in and do what she can do and play really, really hard for whatever minutes she can get. I think she's had a lot of growth this offseason as well. She certainly provides us something that we haven't had in the past, which is an inside presence, a big inside presence. She's really strong. I've been really pleased with her mindset and her work ethic over the past couple of months, and she's just got to come in and really be efficient in her minutes, because she won't be able to play at the pace that we want to play at for very long. She can, but not for very long. So she's going to have to be really efficient.
So going into the year, health-wise, everyone's good, available?
Yeah, we've had a couple of nicks and bruises here and there. Maya Pete won't be available for this first game, but she's coming off. It's nothing too serious. She's coming off an injury that we just need to make sure it doesn't turn into something worse. But for the most part, they're pretty healthy. Yeah, much healthier than we were this time last year. So I'm glad about that. But they're doing a good job of really buying into prehab and recovery and just taking care of their bodies so that they can stay healthy.
All right, so the one player we haven't talked about is Adley Blacklock. Can you speak to her, like what she provides maybe emotionally for this team and the spark off the bench?
Yeah, she's going to be a lot of fun. We knew that. That's why we wanted to bring her back so badly the last couple of years. But, her energy and her passion is just second to none. And our fan base is obviously already loves her, but they're going to fall in love with her watching her play every single day. She comes in and gives us instant offense, which is fantastic. But really, I think she's surprising herself a little bit with her defense and her passing ability. She's a very well-rounded player, and she just gives us that spark that we need and that passion that I love for players to play with. So she's gonna be a crowd favorite, no doubt.
One more question.
All right, I got one more. All right, so your coaching staff, you bring back them again. The continuity of everything coming back has got to be exponentially big for you guys.
Yeah, that's just the vision, right? When we take this job over 4 years ago and we have to rebuild it and we have to find the right coaching staff, we have to find the right players, we have to find the right consistency, and I think we've done that. I really love our staff. They're very bought in. They're very committed to making this program great, and our players are doing the same. And so when you can have that consistency, especially this day and age of just all the uncertainty, that's when you can really see your vision start coming to fruition. And we're excited about this season, and I couldn't be more proud of our staff and how hard they've worked, and this team as well. And I think it's going to be a really fun year.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you guys. Thanks y'all for being here.